Hello, and welcome back to the Pokemon Lab. I'm going to preface this by saying sorry for the long wait in between episodes. I was trying to get these out every other day, but it's really hard to do when you're a stay-at-home dad of 2 girls under 3, especially when my oldest is exactly like me, and she's an insomniac, and so she never sleeps, and it's really hard to find quiet time to record my voice for these voiceovers in between dealing with them, so kind of hard to find time. Also, I'm sick. I'm probably going to sound like this more often than not because I have really bad allergies, so I just usually sound sick. So I think every voiceover I've recorded, I've sounded like this. Maybe one day you'll hear me when I'm not completely stopped up, but who knows. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Rules. Rule number 1, only using the target Pokemon. For that one, this is Blastoise, and you already know that from the title, but I'm only going to be using Blastoise for the entire run. No other Pokemon will be used. Rule number 2, no random encounters or optional trainers. I'm fighting the same exact trainers as I have for the last 3 videos. Rule number 3, I hacked in certain amount of items. I've got full restores, max elixirs, max repels, rare candies, and then 3 master balls to catch my HM Pokemon. Those are the only items that I'll be using the entire run other than TMs that I teach. Rule number 4, if I lose, I use a rare candy to level 1 time, and then I fight again. That's any fight. If I lose to a random trainer, I'm gonna do the same thing. Unless I think it was just a fluke, and I can, just retry the fight without using a rare candy and win. If I think I can do that, then I'll try and do that. Otherwise, I'm using a rare candy 1 time, trying the fight again until I win. Just repeat the process. Rule number 5, no bicycle. I'm just gonna walk everywhere, keep it consistent, keep the time the exact same between Pokemon. And then finally, rule number 6, the only pickups that I'm allowed to do are TMs. And with that, let's get into it. I picked Venusaur first because technically Venusaur is my favorite of the 3 starters. I know that's kind of the least popular, but I don't know. I just have a soft spot for the grass type. I love my leafy boys, and Venusaur looks cool with a big plant on his back. So fight me. But anyways, it didn't really work out. My Venusaur file it recorded like 2/3 of it, and then it deleted the other, or it stopped recording. So I have to do that run again, and it was kind of a pain. So I really don't want to do the Elite Four again with Venusaur because again, Lorelei is a monster. So I just decided, you know what? We'll do Blastoise first. He's my second favorite, so it counts. I just kind of skipped over Brock there. I mean, obviously Brock is super easy. And then I had to decide between Misty and the second rival fight. I opted for Misty first, and then it didn't really go that well. So I decided I would just fight the second rival. I fought the trainers in the one trainer that I have to fight in Misty's gym. Get that 1 extra level, and hope that would be enough to beat the second rival. The first run was a bit unfair, simply because I got sand attacked like 4 or 5 times. So I didn't use a rare candy, and I just tried again to see if I could beat it without. This time I got a lot luckier. I got I didn't get any sand attacks. And then we come back to Misty after going through all of the Nugget Bridge people and all those, getting extra levels from them, and it ended up making the fight pretty trivial. Obviously, Staryu and Starmie really can't do anything to Blastoise, because Blastoise has really good defense, and then also is a water type, so their water moves are kind of non-existent on Blastoise. Moving on, we're in the St. Anne, or the SS Anne. I don't know why I said St. Anne. We're in the SS Anne, fighting the rival for the 3rd time. He's still really easy. Again, I got Body Slam. Getting Body Slam is probably going to be... I'm going to get Body Slam more often than not. I think most Pokemon can learn it, so it's just a no-brainer. Really strong early game move. I was kind of worried about Surge. Although you might not be able to tell because I came in with not full health, so obviously I wasn't that worried. But it worked out. Didn't have too much of an issue with him. And then Giovanni, obviously super easy. He's ground type, really weak to the water type. Erica was a bit of a surprise. I thought I was going to struggle a lot more with Erica, but obviously I had the wherewithal to get Ice Beam, which is probably a good idea. It was a great idea, honestly. It would have, yeah, it would not have gone down that way if I didn't have Ice Beam. And then we're doing the rival fight in the Pokemon Tower. Still super easy. Most of his team I've got moves for now. I have Body Slam for Kadabra, Ice Beam for the Execute, Bubble Beam for Growlithe, and then Ice Beam for Ivysaur. Then we have Koga. Koga gets really lucky with these poisons. He gets poisoned like first try every time. I decided to try again without using a rare candy, just see what would happen. The problem with Koga really is that he's got bulky Pokemon, like Muck and Weezing are two huge bulky Pokemon. So without like a good move, like a good special move to take them out, you gotta expend a lot of time trying to get them down, and they have a lot of time to poison you in return. So now we got the rival fight and Silphco. This is gonna be a problem showing its head with Blastoise. It really doesn't have the best stats to like make up for not a great moveset. Bubble Beam strong. Once you get Surf's, you know, decently strong. Good against Giovanni, at least. He's got that going for him. And it'll be good against Blaine. Decent against Sabrina, too. Sabrina's got Venomoth. This is pretty much the only like physically bulky Pokemon that she has. Alakazam and Kadabra, they built like twigs. Hit them with a Body Slam and they just crumple. I don't know why it took me so long to switch out Bubble Beam for Surf. I obviously had it right before Koga, so that probably would have done a little bit more damage against the Weezing if I had done that, but hey, can't all be perfect, you know? So yeah, Blaine and Giovanni go down, down, down. Nice and easy. And then we're on to the final rival fight before the champion. As one of you pointed out in the last video in the comments, Blizzard is 90% accurate in Gen 1, which is interesting, because I had always assumed that it was 70% accurate, right? Yeah. So. I might have done this a little bit more consistently if I had Blizzard there for the Venusaur. Might have one-shot him. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and try it with the Blizzard and see what happens. I might not like make another video, but I can at least put an edit in the description of this one saying that, yeah, maybe the time difference if I use Blizzard versus Ice Beam. The Ice Beam's still strong, just not, obviously Blizzard's like hella power versus Ice Beam being, I think it's like 90. So then we start with Lorelei. So I'm not really sure what the deal was with this run versus the others, but I think every single Pokemon has Confuse Ray, both Lorelei and Agatha. Even Lance has Confuse Ray, which is so annoying. And they never really used it on obviously they didn't have time with Mewtwo to use it because he was too busy slapping him around. But they didn't use it against Mew, really. And they didn't use it against Venusaur or Dragonite. But boy, oh boy, they loved using it on Blastoise. I think I got confused no less than 50 times during all of these runs. Like, it was ridiculous. I almost wanted to keep them all in and do a little counter of how many times I got confused, which I'm pretty sure I died to confusion. Like, you'll see me die to confusion, I think at least 4 or 5 times, which is crazy. Like, they just stayed using Confuse Ray on me. Or Supersonic. Yeah, I guess Cloyster has Supersonic, but every single one of them does. Like, even Aerodactyl has Confuse Ray, and he was using it on me. Like Lance's Aerodactyl. I'm like, dude, quit it. And then Slowbro was a menace because he wasn't even like, he didn't like do damage to me or kill me or anything, but he would just, the growls, between the growls from the Dugong and the growls from the Slowbro, I like didn't have anything to use against Jinx half the time because normally I would just body slam the Jinx, but like you see how I body slam the Lapras and it does like a 15th of her health, so it's just all the stat decreases. Yep, there we go. Die to confusion. The Dugong just growls 3 times in a row. Like, dude, you're almost dead. You should have used a super potion before you even attacked me because you're just too busy growling at me. And then Supersonic again. Confusion, Supersonics. Thank God it failed. Like, why are they doing that so much? They just all like made a pact before I got into the Elite Four theater, and they're just like, yep, we're confusing the shit out of this guy. The thing that really sucks is like Blastoise doesn't really have a whole lot of moves, and so obviously there's not a whole lot of moves in general in Gen 1, so the move pools are going to be even worse for specific Pokemon just because there's not a whole lot of moves, period. But like Skull Bash is such a bad move, 2-turn move. It would have done more damage than Body Slam, but it would have been less consistent because you think about how many times they confused me. A 2-turn move is just going to be even worse. So I couldn't really think of anything else. Obviously you could do like takedown or double edge, but that's just recoil damage, and I'm already dying enough. Could have learned submission, but again, recoil damage. It would have been super effective against the ice Pokemon at least, but I could have learned Earthquake. I'm just looking on this list of all his moves. Yeah, could have learned Earthquake. Dang. That would have been a heck of a move. Should have learned that. I thought I even looked it up to see if he could learn Earthquake, and I guess, I don't know, maybe my source was wrong. I went to the wrong place. That probably would have helped out a ton, having that instead of Bite. Again, nobody's perfect. Anyways, we finally make it to good old Bruno here and just absolutely destroy him, because obviously he's no threat. Make it through to Agatha. We get through. Gotta fight Lance now. Good old Lance. Let's get through Lance. We get all the way to the champ. I think it was only like 7 or 8 tries, 8 or 10, 8 or 9 tries, something like that. It's not too bad. But of course, it wasn't meant to be. We had to try again. And again. And again. And again. Another death to confusion, hyper beam, the razor leaf from 3/4 health, confusion death, and then we're back here again. 4 levels later. Will this be the one? It's looking pretty good so far. That's not good. We definitely don't want that little amount of health for Venusaur. It's not looking good. Oh, and then we get a critical hit. Well, I'll take it. Crits aren't too bad. I mean, I think it was only that one crit the whole time, so it wasn't like super lucky. Just happened at the right time. I'll take it. So what do we got? Blastoise, level 66. His time wasn't very bad either. 2 hours and 59 minutes. So yeah, that puts him on the ratings, rank 3, right above Dragonite. Faster than Dragonite, lower level than Dragonite. So yeah, that was Blastoise. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm still not sure exactly how I want to do this going forward. I feel like I don't want to bore you guys with all the repetitions, but I do want to keep each death in there, like in the running of the video, just to keep it consistent. Also helps me kind of track when I'm editing, adding the rare candies and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think, if this is a good layout for doing the Elite Four. Do you want to see the whole run? I guess I could speed it up. But yeah, I'm down to do whatever you guys think is the best. I just figured just doing a little quick cuts where I'm just like lose. Obviously, I did the montage with Dragonite. I thought that was funny. I don't want to do that every time. You know, that I feel like that would get stale, just trying to use that same joke over and over again. But I do want to keep each death in just to show you. Obviously, it's important. So, but yeah, let me know what y'all think. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. That's great. I've been getting some decent subscribers, so I appreciate you all, the ones that have subscribed. And thanks to everybody for watching it. I'll see you guys in the next one.